Hello! Welcome back, everyone. We're doing another Lost Call update. Hi, Ellerin, Neko, Slugfruits, Firepit, Fenko, Mr. Mushroom. So yeah, I don't know how long this update will be, but I'm showing off 2 new bosses, which is the main thing. I did a bunch of work in the sewers, in the sewer area. And there is a few new tracks, but some of them I've like shown off before. Or I guess there's only 2. There's 2 new tracks. This I've already shown off. This is the desert area, which leads into the tomb. And then the tomb is where the first boss, new boss is. Slugfruits, thanks for the 8 months. So let's just go to that one first. More salad. I haven't really added much new items. I have like areas that items are going to be, but I haven't like actually put them in yet. Alright. So here is our first new boss here. Is the Mega Bat. So they have a bunch of attacks. This one, they'll chase after you, and then run back here. They fly around, shoot those. And every 4 moves, they do a laser, and if you dodge the laser in a certain way, you can reflect it off the light beams and get a ton of hits in. This is like a lunge attack, which you can actually... oh shit. Also, it's worth noting that while it's charging you, it doesn't take knockback, so you kind of have to be really careful with it. Okay, that hit me. Did I not take damage? Okay, that's a bit of a bug. See there. You have to be really careful with your positioning. You can get hits in, though, without taking damage. Okay. You can roll through that. Big hits. So yeah, the idea of this boss is like, it kind of flies away from you a lot of the times. So that's why the laser technique exists, so you can get a bunch of hits in. But you can, if you're sneaky with it, you can get a bunch of hits in other moves. And even like during that and stuff. You can even do this. That's a strat. You can do like hit, hit, roll, hit. It's pretty crazy. I'm obviously good at this fight because I've done it so much at this point. So yeah, there's always 4 hits between each laser. 4 attacks. This is still at time. I was mostly focusing on the bosses. So it'll pick between these 3 moves, the lunge. So you can get a couple hits there. The lunge, the orbs, and the follow attack. And then it does that every 4th move. And it never does the same move twice in a row. But it can do like this move twice if it picks it twice and randomly. See, I just did it twice. 3 hits, but I got hit. Oh shit, I'm not fast enough. If you're not fast enough, it just misses and you can't get the punish. This is... that part of the song is like a sped up version of the part of the tomb song. So yeah, this is also a new track. Yeah, this one is actually, it's kind of tricky if you're not used to it. Oh god. There we go. Falling does not hurt you in this game. It just respawns you. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything with that. I feel like it's fine, like, oh no, I lost some time. I have to fall and respawn and then keep going. But I'll think about it. I feel like it might be too annoying if you get hurt by it. Especially because currently I don't have half hearts or quarter hearts or anything. Yeah, so you could definitely do this fight without the laser. It'll just take a lot longer. There is some items that could help you. Like... wrong one. The elastic band, which I've implemented a bit more. If you have this... see, you can get here without this, but if you have it, then there's a lot of cases where you can use this to get hits in. Especially in between phases and in between attacks like this. And this guy like hovers here a long time to give you time to hit the laser, so if you don't have it, you can get a bunch of free elastic band hits in. See, the reason I'm getting hit by this is because I'm going for hits. It's actually pretty easy to just dodge if you're just trying to dodge. But if you're going for hits in, it can be tricky. Especially if you're trying to go for the 3-hit. So there's some risk reward there. Yeah, overall, I think this boss turned out a lot better than my first boss. Even though I don't really think the first boss is bad. I just think this one's a bit more fun. Yes, orbs are my go-to projectile just because I already have them coded. And because the player knows what those are, they know it's gonna follow you and you can reflect it. So if I keep them the same, then it like makes sense to the player. Alright, so that is the Megabat. And then we also got... where's Wellbottom? We got some new stuff going on in the sewers. So previously I showed off that you could, oh, that's the wrong button. I don't know the buttons in my own game. I usually play keyboard. I showed off you could get over here. Well, now you can go in. And there's a whole little area in here. So it's like you're in the pipes. Over here there's a little arena with a new enemy. So these are the turtles. They try to go at you at a diagonal, in a diagonal way. And then they'll bounce off walls. It seems the gates aren't coded as walls right now because they're just slided. But I can fix that. So it can kind of like surprise you sometimes with the bounces. They can bounce off each other. Oh god. but I think they turned out pretty well. There is a salad here. I actually put one here. You want some sewer salad. There's a few more here. You can see they bounce between the walls here. It can be kind of tricky sometimes to dodge them. This is a bug I need to fix. If they're touching a wall when they start the attack, they just hug the wall. So you can see this guy keeps hugging the wall. I can kind of just make sure they don't hug the wall as much or something. I can figure it out. TMNT, that actually was the idea for this, because I was like... I needed some kind of enemy that was in the sewers. I wanted a new enemy type here. And I'm like, what's in the sewers? Like rats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's another arena here with lizards and turtles. They've joined forces. Oh, there's also, if you've noticed, there's a little effect when I kill enemies now. It's pretty subtle, but I like having it. Just a little particle effect explosion thing. And yeah, there's more over here. You can see if you go this way, there's some kind of raft challenge down there. There's also a guy over there. This guy escaped the jail. He's supposed to be up higher. Oh. So yeah, this is just a little challenge with a bunch of these guys. You'll notice there's a lot of lizards in this area. Oh god. I'm gonna die to this guy. This place is kind of infested with lizards. I'm going into the boss with 1 health, by the way. Can't reach this guy unless you do those. Alright, this is the boss. 1 health. Can I beat my own boss with 1 health? Giant lizard. Oh, frick. He's doing the walk. So this guy has 4 attacks. One of them is roll to the furthest away point. Shoot a projectile. Oh my god. One of them is the walk. You'll do 2 walks. And then it recalculates where it's gonna walk based on where you are. I'm dead. Oh, a little jank. I don't know if I should have fell there. That definitely is wrong. Okay. I have the collision wrong on that platform. It's just that one. It's a bit of a trek back to this guy. Truly a Dark Souls-like. Oops. Also, the intended way to do this is go down here, go down, go up, but you can just do phone strat to save a little bit of time. It's rough. Okay, so yeah, this recalculates the furthest away point. This is roll towards player. Has the same code as the lizard, so it's a little inaccurate, but you can get hits during it. And then this is the summon lizard, so it summons a couple small guys. This move will not be spammed. It works the same way as the bat laser, where it's every 4 moves. So as long as you're taking care of the lizards, here's the walk in a different direction. Then you can stop things from spiraling. But yeah, the site is pretty fast-paced. And of course the lizard rap song. I've shown this off before. I don't know if I showed it off in a dev update. But this song makes use of the lizard noise. You can kind of trick that out. Cause him to, walk, like, in a way that you can hit him more. And dead. Currently the lizards stay alive after. So yeah, that's the lizard boss. It's probably my favorite boss so far, just in terms of how fun it is to play. It's a bit tricky too. So this is where you'll get the elastic bands. And then you can do things like hit targets and it'll open up the gate. And now we're back here. Now I'm probably going to change where this puts you out. I want this to put you out in the beach, because that actually has an elastic band thing there. And I'm probably going to move this ladder to be a shortcut down here out of the boss, if you're like dying too much. So this will be rearranged a little bit just because I had a change in my design decision, but yeah. Megaphone is good for the bosses. Yeah, I never use the megaphone. I wanted to increase the damage, but I haven't done that yet. But it is like a backstep. Definitely use it. Look at that. I'm probably gonna add cooldown and make it do more damage, because currently you can just spam the shit out of it. So if it does more damage and you can spam it, it'd be kind of ridiculous. Oh god. Get rid of these little guys. Thankfully the little guys can drop hearts. And I'm also going to change it so that you get more hearts if you're low health. Oh shit. But yeah, I love this guy. So you can like roll away from that attack and get hits during it. It's pretty fun. And that was me doing a lot more damage, so you can beat this guy pretty fast if you're focusing more on damage. First time I was more trying to show off attacks. Oh. I'm not on the right layer. These are layer walls, normally. And since I spawned myself above the stairs, it didn't trigger the second layer. Yeah. I don't know how long I've spent on this. A long time. Layer strats. I mean, maybe you can still find another layer strat, but it was too easy to do. I patched out the layer. There was a layer glitch where if you died on the top layer, you would still be on the top layer despite being on the lower layer. But that would have definitely happened to like random people. Like, the case for having that glitch happen would be die on the second layer. That would definitely have happened to people. And then it would have broke a bunch of shit. So I can't really leave that in just for the speedrun, when it would break a lot of stuff. Oh. Yeah, those are the new bosses. I'm working on a new item I guess I could show off. Never been seen before. Oh wait, I got a couple couple more things before I do that. So I've been playing around with particle effects. It now rains in the blue area. So there's the little raindrops, and then you can also see there's like splashes that'll appear. Both in little like pixel art animations. I think it really fits for this area, having the rain. It's the rainy lake. Thought it made the speedrun less fun. Yeah, well, I'm sure, like, I don't want to patch out stuff unless it's, I feel like it's too disruptive to the casual play. Like, I've left this in. Shit. Shit. That. Because nobody's doing this. Nobody's gonna be doing this as a casual player. They're not gonna be rolling and then timing a 0.4 second megaphone mid-roll and like turning around with it. So I've left that in, because it's not as broken as air rolls. Air rolls you could just chain infinitely across things, this you can only get across certain gaps. Long roll's also been patched, as far as I know. I'm gonna need to get some tests. I basically ever so slightly shortened the roll to the point where you wouldn't really notice it unless it's for long rolls. But yeah, I'll need to see what other people think about it, because I was already getting some complaints about rolls being too hard, and now they're technically slightly harder. So I'm gonna need to see what people think at some point. H07, thanks for the rain. But yeah, Megaphone tech is still in the game. I don't know, I'm like messing this up. Yeah. The way this works is, there's a short amount of time you can input something before it registers you falling. You used to be able to roll out of it, but I've made the roll too long to work. There's like a roll delay. To cross, you can cross even bigger gaps than like 4, but there needs to be no respawn block. If it's an area you can't respawn on, then it doesn't like push you. Like it won't keep you there. Yeah, that's the rain. And of course, I had to also add some snow while I was at it. So this area is now snowing. I think it looks pretty pretty. Pretty. Is ice fixed? I don't really know. No, you can still do this shit. It's so, this is so weird how when you do this, the megaphone box falls. But only when you're on ice. You see that? It starts going down. It's so weird. I haven't played around with that yet. I'm going to soon because I have to build more of the snow area, but I haven't really touched the snow area besides adding snow, the snow effect, which I think looks nice. I had to make it like a 4x4 pixels because you couldn't really see it at 1 pixel. but I think it looks nice. Or 2x2, I guess. Rolls different on frame rates. Are you sure that's even a thing? If rolls are different on frame rates, then like literally everything is different on frame rates, because I'm using a timer. Am I getting lag? What the hell? I'm using a timer on a coroutine, which is how I do pretty much everything. That's how I do attack, that's how I do like boss attacks. It's supposed to be a consistent time based on the frame rate. So, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I guess I can show off the new item I'm working on as well. I did, I added rain here as well, just because I was playing around with it. Not sure if that'll stay. So there is a another gate here with targets. The gimmick is that it's like, oh what, I hit both the targets, and then you can go up here and see that there's a third one. And then get a thing, which is not there yet. And see, this is where I want you to go after the lizard boss, because then it leads you right into elastic band thing. Anyways, I don't think I have the... Do I have this set up on controller yet? I don't. But basically, I was trying to think of like, oh, what item am I gonna have in one of the later areas? And I came up with a really fun idea. It is the walkie-talkie. So you get 2 walkie-talkies, and as you might imagine, you can then ring out of the other one. Can you megaphone? Yes, but it's not coded yet. That's why this is a work in progress. So I'm gonna have some things where like you have to hit 2 things at the exact same time or whatever, and then this makes that really doable. Use it to double your damage. I think you can. I haven't really played around with that much. Should I allow that? I mean, this is going to be a late game item. Let me go to Lizard. Oh wait, no, it's not in any other areas. Shit, never mind. I can't test it yet. I literally just have it set up in this one map. So I can't really play around with that yet. This is a really new idea that I haven't done a whole lot with. But I think it's a cool concept, so... Yeah, you can do either one. And you know, if you stack them together, then you just have like this. I mean, you would have to be like... double tap F, or whatever key it is. Attack, attack, roll, double tap over here. Like it's... I feel like it would be pretty tricky to be getting the double damage on a lot of bosses, right? Even if that is a thing. Like, that takes some skill. But yeah, I'll have to implement this in more rooms and see how it works on bosses and stuff. Yeah, it might get out of hand if it's like, oh, Megaphone does extra damage, and then you're doing double Megaphone damage. It's all stuff that'll have to be balanced. To an extent. Maybe the Waki does slightly less damage than the main attack. Because it's, you know, it's coming out of the walkie-talkie. I can play around with stuff. It's still very early in concept here. Yeah, it was mostly going to be for some puzzles and stuff. I was thinking of having like a couple bells you have to ring at the same time, and then you could be like, ring the bell here and also hit the other one. And maybe some other puzzles if I can think of ideas for it. But yeah, that's most of the new stuff. I don't know if anyone has like questions or wants to see any code or anything. It's a little, I guess, shorter of an update than the last time. Just because I have a little less stuff, but... The bosses took me a while. So I didn't really do a whole lot else. I did add, this was something that was about feedback. You might have seen it on one of the other items. But pickups now have this like sparkle over them to indicate that there's something important, because a lot of people didn't realize this was an important item. I'm hoping that just adds a little more attention to it. Like, oh, that seems important because there's like, it's sparkling. It was originally supposed to be more important just because it's a dark, more contrasting color, but hopefully that helps a little more. This one particularly is in a bit of a weird spot, so... Because the idea was, oh, you can see this through the fence, and then you're like, oh, I need to get that. You need to remember where that is. But some people didn't realize that was anything you could even get. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I'm wondering if I should add that to salads and stuff. I probably will. Just so everything you pick up has that little effect. Does beach water drown you? Yes. There's even like puzzles around it. I showed it off last update, but if you go over here, there's this cave where you have to kind of avoid drowning in it. So yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense logically, but it's video game logic, so it's fine. I mean, like, this would technically be like a tiny little bit of water. And you can take it as, oh, it pulls you into the deeper water. But like, I wouldn't want to have like a slow, drawn-out animation of you getting pulled in, so you just insta-drown. I think in game logic, you see this water, you know it's going to drown you from other areas, so it's like, it makes sense. From a video game perspective. There's tons of things that aren't going to make sense. I can't really hold myself to like real world stuff in a silly 2D game. 1 minute animation. Yeah, you don't drown that fast. You drown this fast in water? Unrealistic. We need longer animation. Next demo. So next demo, I want to make another demo. And the next demo, I want to include another tower. So there's gonna be 2 towers. And then once you beat both towers, it will end. Ideally, I'd want to get this on Steam and have some QL stuff like rebinds and stuff, but we'll have to see how that goes. Definitely save function. Save function is honestly going to be easier for me to do than rebinds, because I've never done rebinds. I might as well say what I'm planning here. So after you beat the tomb, you're getting this, which powers the elevator. And then it leads to the bottom floor of the elevator. You can ride it back up here. And then if you look at this, there's 1, 2, 3. So there's a 3rd floor here. And the tower's gonna be somewhere up there. So you can see like most of it is pretty much done here for the tower. You just need to beat the tomb and then like ride the elevator to the top, and then I am planning to have an area there. I don't know if it will be in the demo. I might just have you directly go to the tower in the demo and then build it later. Just because I feel like there's already enough new stuff for a new demo. Officially released. I mean, I need to finish the game. We're still on 1 tower out of 4 currently. Yeah, we're almost at 2, so I want to add that. Does this game have lore? So my lore is not largely about the worlds and how it was built and stuff. I don't really care about that much. But if you played the demo, there's a bit of lore going on with Frank that you may have noticed. So the lore is on these little tapes you can find, which are left behind by some like explorer guy. And as you get more, you'll kind of learn more about this guy. And Frank knows this guy, which is how you kind of figure this out more. And it's gonna lead to something. Some optional, like, I don't know if I'd call it a quest, but if you get all the tapes, it's gonna lead to something involving those 2 characters, so that's probably the deepest the lore is gonna get, besides the cutscenes in the towers. There was gonna be an NPC, I'm planning to have an NPC on the beach, which has a bit of a story as well. And Elder Dog will have more dialogue, talking about stuff. So there's gonna be like, you know, a little bit of NPC dialogue. The tapes will lead to something. And then there's the story when you get to the towers, which is kind of, the tower cutscenes are kind of the main character lore. But there's not gonna be anything like too crazy. Just because I'm not much of a writer, I'm not much of a lore enthusiast. But I do like having like character-based stories that you can figure out. Boss is getting more difficult? I don't know. I feel like both the new bosses are harder than the first boss, so it's just attacks that are harder to dodge, more health. I have an idea for a boss that's gonna be pretty crazy. Because basically, the way this game is gonna be structured is there's the first tower, right? From the first demo, you can get to this tower pretty quickly. The Canyon Sea Tower. This one you can get to fairly quickly. And then there's going to be 2 more that are further out, and you already know where one of them is. It's going to be in the desert. And that one takes a lot more to get to, so it allows me to make that area a bit harder, because by the time you're there, it's already going to be... you're already going to have known the game a bit better and like had to fight more things. And it's going to be the same with the 3rd tower. It's a bit further out, so I can make the boss a bit harder. And then the 4th tower is particularly hard to find, and... well, not really hard to find, but... it is, it's a bit of... there's a lot of requirements for it. You're gonna have to go through a lot to be able to get to it. Also, this guy's been changed slightly. Those now hit him when you actually do it. The spin attack's a bit faster, or spin animation's a bit faster, and these are actually spaced out more. Because people were complaining about that. Which now lets me destroy this guy, but I think it's fine. This is the first boss. We now have 2 more bosses that are harder, so this guy can be a little easier. Megaphone, can you skip the boss? Nope! Here's why. Here's why. This is the arena trigger. If you fight the boss, if you skip the boss with Megaphone, which you can do it. Guess what? When you come back to do the rest of the game, this guy's spawning. So guess what? You can skip it, but you're gonna have to find another skip that I don't know how to do. Oops. So I might just leave it in like this, because I think it's funny. Maybe someone will find a way you can actually get out of here. But, this is so funny that you can go here. I'm gonna lure him over here. See, the problem is this guy... the way this fight works is it goes to like 9 points on the map. So the only thing that leads this guy out is the roll to player, but then it rolls back to the center. But yeah, I kind of want to leave this in because it's funny. And it's technically not really skippable in the full game. Because you'd have to find a way to get out. Happens if you die. Well, if you died here, you'd spawn here. If you died from going down the tower. You can Megaphone sideways, but here's the thing. This will never work. And the reason is, this bridge doesn't have respawn. There's certain things in the game that don't have respawn points. I love how people are trying to theorize the skip. This has turned into skip theorizing. Basically, this is a zone I can respawn, right? If I get too close to this, and I fall, it places me back a little bit, because I don't want to allow you to respawn right on the edge. The same is with stuff like this. The bridge will respawn you back here, at the last respawnable point. Because there's not really much space on the bridge. I don't really want to respawn you on the bridge and then have you like insta-walk off or something. Which means that even if you megaphone onto this, you will, Oh, what the shit? I was on there for a frame. Problem is you can't cancel the megaphone knockback. Do you see that? I got on, but then it pushes me off. Revolutionary for the skip. Maybe it's possible. I'll leave it up to the speedrunners to find this, though. I think it's funny. I'll probably just let you... Nobody likes this boss. We'll skip this boss. It'll be discovered at some point. It was skipped in the first demo. People will probably find a way to skip it in the second demo. And the full game. But it can't be easy, you know? It can't be too easy. I like how it is currently, because it's probably possible, but... Who made this? I made this, smiley face. Dude, this guy's too easy! I might need to adjust this guy again. I destroy this guy. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed the new stuff. Ladder skip? Wait, what's ladder skip? Oh no, that's still in. I see no reason to remove that, because nobody's gonna find that casually. Which was confirmed by the fact that nobody found it casually in Demo 1. So you already know I'm just leaving that in. I had to like greatly hint towards it for even the speedrunners to find it. So here I can cause this guy to roll somewhere else, see? There's some tech there. Because that calculates the furthest point to roll to. So if you like manipulate your position, you can get him to go somewhere else. Oh. This guy's kind of tricky. When I'm damage tanking like crazy. Like, watch this. I think you can actually cause this guy to go to the same spot twice. See? That's gaming. Zero movement. I'm giving the speedrunners strats already. Look at that. I don't know if that's better, because you might just want to mash damage while he's over there. So who knows if that's even better. But it is something you can do, giving you tech. Oh shit, this is getting out of hand. This is what happens when you don't kill the baby lizards. There's so many. Luckily they stay to the top, mostly. Well, Unity rolled back the changes, so it only affected if I made $1 million off this. Which is not happening. Oh, dude, you got so wrecked. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm strongly against bosses that spawn enemies constantly, but since it's consistent here and you can kill them before the next spawn, and they just kind of like wander around the top and they're not super powerful or anything, I think it's fine. That is not the right collision there either, I don't think. Oh no, maybe it is. I think it is, actually. Like, I always hate on bosses that spawn enemies, but now I have one. I don't know, I don't think it's that bad, personally. Tried to balance it. It's you and your friend's dream. Yeah, see, it was always my dream to make games, and then I decided to focus more on like streaming and YouTube for a bit. But I'm getting back into it, and it's a lot of fun. I've probably put more effort into this year than like videos. But I'm still getting a lot of videos out because Zord, mostly. I did make all the first 5 Downpour videos. So there was a while where I was editing a lot, because those were all like 8+ hour playthroughs, but I'm kind of chilling a lot more recently. I'm editing Znif Adventure right now, because I feel like that's a very under-known game. Like, people don't know about that game, and it was really cool, so I like making videos on stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I don't really have a whole lot else to show here. Yep, doing it all alone. I could play the song again. There's a song I showed on stream a bit ago that's not in the game yet, but it's a banger. This is an unreleased track. What's this song for? The Sky area. That's not in the game yet. That's what you're getting. I'll leave some intrigue, though. This is the wrong... No, this is the right way. I don't even remember the way through the forest. Skateboard legend. Damn it. Oh! I didn't lose it. No! Supposed to be a warning sign about the giant hole next to the skateboard tarp. bass line. Dude, the bassist goes hard in this band. For sure. Yeah, there's only a little bit of story from the demo that's out currently. I do have a lot planned for it, but I don't want to say it yet. You are this guy. You want to destroy the cell towers because people keep calling your phone. And you want it to stop ringing. This phone. Most relatable character. I mean, this dude, like, Rem just lives in an empty house alone. And also doesn't want anyone to call them, so it's like... There's probably something going on there. Which maybe we'll learn about. Hope it gets popular. I don't really mind that much. I just want to get it done for myself. What? Okay. Apparently the holes aren't... I broke the holes at some point. In this room. I'll fix it. Alright. I think that's good enough for the showcase. Gonna keep working on this. I don't know when the next showcase will be, but I would like to get a demo out. Second demo out at some point. Last line. That's just what Yarn Spinner does. That's just the automatic thing it says. Nice. MatPat can make a vid on anything nowadays. Yeah, but MatPat games are games that have like hidden lore and stuff. This isn't really gonna be that. I'm trying to think of other tracks where the bassist goes hard, but I can't think of any. Alright everyone, we're gonna switch over to some Hollow Knight runs now.